Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to another NASCAR Authentics Wave review. Wave 5 and Wave 6 pretty much got dropped between a week between each one of them. So we got two waves to talk about in this video. First time I think since 2018 we had two waves to discuss in one video. Could be mistaken on that, but make sure to give the video a huge thumbs up because we got some spicy opinions about these two waves. And let's go ahead and dive right into it, fellas. So if you look a little bit heated here, it's kind of warm in the room right now. But anyways, the first car we talked about here is Ross Chastain's Advent Health Chevrolet Camaro. Let me tell you, this is an amazing looking paint scheme. One of my favorite primary paint schemes from the Next Gen inaugural season. The next one here is going to be Martin Truex Jr.'s Auto Owners Insurance Toyota Camry. This is a pretty cool looking paint scheme. Not my favorite one, but definitely gives me a little bit of a Minecraft vibe to it, which is pretty interesting. Number 3 here, this one's actually messed up because, I mean, Wave 5 and Wave 6, they got some quality issues, guys. We'll be talking about that in this video. And I gotta say, man, how many times do I need to stress the point that the Gold Series is just so much better than the Authentics line? It's why I recommend getting them in the Gold Series. Not only do you get the chrome numbers, you get window banners, you get the darker interiors. You don't have to worry about botched decals like this, and you don't have to worry about the PTC mold, guys. I don't even know where to begin with this Austin Cindric diecast, man. If you look at the decals for this car, guys, it is so blurry. I have seen people who have made a custom diecast on a Windows 7 computer a decade ago with paper. I'm talking computer paper that had more print quality than this. Guys, don't get it. Get the Gold Series, and if they still have it in stock with their guys, you could use that promo code. It does help a little bit on the shipping, guys. You don't have to use that, but it will help you out in the long run. I know a lot of people stocked up during the Black Friday sale for Circle B Diecast. They had some amazing freaking deals, I might add. But for all your continued holiday shopping needs, you could use that code. Feel free to check that out down below. And it just shows you that the Authentics line, the quality for it is just really going down the commode here. And I said it in my last video. I did not get Wave 12 from 2018. I didn't get Wave 13 from 2021. I'm not going to get any of these cars that have the botched decals. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to get any of the PTC ones. I'm not one of those people that says I'm not going to get it and then 3 months down the later I get all of them. I'm not one of those people. If I say I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it. I stay committed to that. To me, if this is what the Authentics line is going to be in the future, botched decals and PTC molds, I'm not going to collect them. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to collect them. That's my honest opinion there. This one, fortunately, is not screwed up. It's my man Chase Elliott's, the number 9 primary paint scheme. This is going to be a hot seller. A lot of Chase Elliott fans out there. If you haven't picked it up in the Gold Series, you can do this with the Authentics one. It is made with the good decal set on there, or decal wrap, if you will. I know a lot of people might not be able to tell from, a bird's eye view, so to speak, which one of these have the botched decals. Wave 5 has 3 cars, to my knowledge, that have the messed up decals. Everything else is normal. It's pretty much the same quality you'd see maybe on a diecast like this. Bad example because this is a pretty poor looking paint scheme, but you get what I'm trying to say. One little Larry McNugget there. That car was actually botched in Wave 3 it was. The next one here, we got Brad Keselowski's Violent Defense Ford Mustang. And I tell you what, this paint scheme, even without the chrome numbers, it actually looks really good. It looks really good. But if you get the Gold Series, you get that metallic, like, amazing purple numbers on it, guys. It's worth it. I know it costs more, but believe me, it is worth it. I would, if you have the option to get the Gold Series one, get that one. You'll thank me later. It is one of the most beautiful Brad Keselowski paint schemes you will see on track. Next one here, well, speaking of tracks, Trackhouse, Daniel SUAREZ, the COMMSCOPE, I almost said Toyota Camry, I'm used to saying that, Chevrolet Camaro for the number 99 car, and this is a great looking paint scheme. I will say, though, the transitions are a little bit funky. We did a review on the Gold Series one. They didn't do the greatest job on the transitions on the hood. I'm a little bit iffy about that, but regardless, if you're a SUAREZ fan, get this one. Don't get the one in Wave 6, because that one's, it's gone, y'all. The next one here we got is Joey Logano's Auto Trader Ford Mustang. This paint scheme's kind of a hit or miss to me. It does look like the wheel paint is a little bit different on the Austin Cindric and the Joey Logano one. I'm not sure if it's metallic, if it's matte, semi-gloss, whatever. But it does look a little bit more darker in terms of wheel paint. So just add that to the growing roulette wheel of wheel paints we've had for the next gen era. It's no longer just red, yellow, or chrome. No, there's like 10 different shades of silver, so that's going great. And this one is the big elephant in the room, so to speak, that everyone's not happy about, and rightfully so. Corey LaJoie's Built Bar Chevrolet Camaro. Now, I'm just going to say this off the bat. Anytime I critique something, I want to give some constructive criticism. I want to tell you what I would do in that situation. I'm not someone just to cast out blame and not have a solution, so to speak. To me, I used to get really upset when cars would DNP. I would get upset. I'd be like, you know what? I can't get this car. I can't, it's a shame. I used to get so upset about it. I could just build it. So I don't get upset when I see cars like this get DNP'd. I just don't. I really don't. I used to get upset about it. I don't. And that same thing happened with this Corey LaJoie diecast. It was canceled the Gold Series. It is a true exclusive as of the time of this video. And it's made with the botched decals. So as of right now, unless they do some random re-release of it, which I highly doubt. But if they do, or if they don't rather, this will be the only way you can get this diecast officially. Which is kind of sad to think that for the entire existence of this diecast in 2022, it's going to have these horrendous decals. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. A lot of people are upset about it, but truth be told, I like the 2021 car better. That's just on me. But if I truly wanted this paint scheme, I would just build it myself. I would rather build it myself. It's like the Ally Bowman car. They botched that one, unfortunately. I'd rather just build it myself. I might have, but last car from Wave 5. Now, this one's a really lame duck paint scheme because all of the variants of the FedEx car are pretty much the same. I would have loved to see a surprise, alternate paint scheme or just something just random because, I don't know. The 2023 Denny Hamlin car is the exact same, so it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, Wave 5, in my honest opinion, we need to get to Wave 6. Don't worry, I got some spicy opinions about that one. Oh boy, Sunday. Oh boy. But Wave 5, to me, in terms of paint scheme selection, let's just say in a perfect scenario, everything was made on the good quality decals in the EL mold, which all these cars are on the EL mold, I might add. It's actually a pretty nice selection of paint schemes. I love seeing the Chastain. I love seeing the Corey LaJoie. I think that one's a really good one, and I think the Brad Keselowski is a good one. But I will say, it's a lame duck with the Austin Cindric. I don't know. I just like every year we get a discount tire car, the Authentics line. I would have liked to just seen something just a little different. I don't know. The COMMSCOPE car, I like that one, but there's also a lot of Daniel Suarez paint schemes for 2022, so I would have liked to seen this one not been in the wave and just release one of the exclusive ones that are not going to get produced. That's what I would have personally done. And the Denny Hamlin one, anything but that paint scheme. I'm sorry, everyone wants to see alternate Denny Hamlin cars. I don't know. It's not a bad wave, though. It really isn't. I mean, everything's better than Wave 4. We could probably all mutually agree on that. But Wave 5, I would say, is actually pretty good, besides the quality. Like, if you just disregard the quality, it's pretty good selection. Not the greatest. I would make some changes myself, but the quality issues, guys. So I'm not picking up the Corey LaJoie. Sorry about that, guys. If I really wanted the car, I'll build it myself. I've seen people do so, and believe me, they look a lot better. Alrighty, folks, it is time for Wave 6. Oh, boy. Look, guys, I'm going to be the first one to say I don't like PTC mold cards. I don't like WLS mold cards. I don't like 90s Racing Champions goofy molds. I don't like cars that don't look realistic. When I see hilariously unrealistic wheel sizes and botched decal work and incorrect colors and stuff, I'm not interested. And this is another thing I want to touch on quickly before we hop into this. A lot of fans are torn on this. You have fans who say, it's $5, you get what you pay for. But then you have fans who say, well, I could buy 5 Hot Wheels cars. at $1 a piece, and they would have more quality in this. So I don't care what you think. I'm just saying that I would not want this in my collection. If I was a kid, I wouldn't want these cars in my collection. I wouldn't want to give this to someone for their collection, and I would not want to give these cars to a younger fan to play with, because not only do they look incredibly bad, they're not going to hold up. Trust me, I've seen these cars flake like crazy. To me, if this is what the Authentics line is turning into just a below dollar store quality car that is just designed to just chuck around the room back and forth and not even worry about the quality, I'm not going to collect the Authentics line. I really am not. I used to get so upset about these, but I'm just like, it just saves me money. So if they really don't want me to buy these cars, that's fine. I'm good with it. So right off the bat, the absolute most probably disappointing car of the entire year is going to be the Ty Dillon Gain car. Everyone wanted this car made. It got canceled. Well, I say everyone, but it didn't get enough pre-orders. But truth be told, I think the pre-order system is kind of wonky jaw anyways, because there's some cars that I don't see anyone pre-ordering that get made. Granted, companies still order them themselves. Teams might order them, but it's just some paint schemes really shouldn't get made that actually get made. This one should have been easily made. Best paint scheme for Ty Dillon all year. I love this car. I love the smell of Gain. So it's like it's just one of those things. It's like if you love a product, you're gonna want a diecast for it. Oh wow, it's almost like advertising actually works. Oh. But this paint scheme, I'm not upset that it's made on the PTC mold because I can just make it myself. I could just make it myself. I am upset, though, for all the collectors that were really looking forward to this car, because one has incorrect green, right? The green I used on mine I used the bright stuff. I did my research and got the right green for it. This one, you can just see the overlaps. You can see just all the clunkiness. I mean, I have seen customs made with paper that were more lined up, that had a better wrap on a car than this. The wheels, they look horrendous, guys. I'm sorry, like the Racing Champions 90s cars have more depth, more realism almost than these. The lettering is atrocious. I just don't understand it. Like, I'll touch on this real quickly. I understand they can't offer EL mold cars with the plastic hoods and all this stuff with high quality window banners, all the fixins, so to speak, you would have in your gumbo. They can't offer that at $5 a piece anymore for the Authentics line. The economy changes. So my point is, and I've heard multiple people say the same thing and echo these words. I'm okay paying a little bit more for quality. If they said today we're going to raise them up $6 or $7 per car, it sounds bad. But what if they kept it at that price for 5 years? It's not so bad then down the road. If we could get higher quality cars, the decals don't feel rushed. We don't get the blurry decals. No more PTC mold. Maybe even get window banners back. I would be willing to do that. Plus, add in the rotating accessories. No longer the cheap, flimsy, what do they call them? Stickers. They literally look so cheap. I'm sorry. Get the hoods back into there. Get the magnets back into the Authentics line. More fans would complain less having just more options and quality than they would with paying $5 for this, in my honest opinion. So that's what I would do. That's kind of my constructive criticism, is just raise it up a couple dollars, bring back the quality, and your fans are going to appreciate it, because your fans are not happy about it, guys. I'm passionate about this stuff, and every time I see these cars, I don't buy them. I'm not someone who's going to go and say, oh, I hate these cars, and then 3 weeks later, I'm like, well, I got to go get them. No, if I really wanted this car, I'm just going to build it myself, honestly. The next car here is going to be Kyle Larson's Valvoline number 5 car. Beautiful paint scheme, and these PTC mold cars, they're poop. And things, these things are going to peg more, guys. These are going to peg more. I feel for the fans who are like really anticipating possibly, the waves down the road that may or may not be on the EL mode. Because from what I understand, they're going to be making more of these because they're working with 2 factories now, which is not exactly good, but maybe that will change. I feel for the fans. They're going to go to the store. They're going to see maybe 2 cases of Wave 4, maybe a case of half case of Wave 5, and then they might have 2 cases of Wave 6 just chilling there. because most fans don't want this. Like, you're going to have some fans that are not going to care. They're going to buy it. I respect that. You're going to have younger fans that are not going to know the difference. I respect that. But I know as a collector for myself, I would not give these cars to someone. The plastic, the steering wheel of these cars, guys, is literally a flat knob. Imagine a bar stool. That's what it looks like. I'm just being honest. This is not me just, harping over nothing. This is the truth. I have seen it. It's bad. Ryan Blaney's, oh boy, Advanced Auto Parts Mustang. My goodness, did they botch this one. Not only can you see the yellow lines all over the car, which is just like, do they not have the quality? Okay, 95% of this car is colored black. Why not just spray the car that color? Why do they have to wrap the whole car? It's asinine. Do they not have decals bright enough to use yellow decals and just have a nice gloss black paint job? I don't get it. I mean, look at this. You think I would wrap this whole car here with decals? No, I would paint the car black. They're just saving people money at this point. It's going to be Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s car. And if you would have told me that the test car would have significantly higher quality than the normal primary paint scheme, I probably would have went crazy. And if that's what their meeting was with the retail stores, that we just need to push product regardless of the quality just to get it out there, and so the younger fans will have something to play around the carpet with, it's going to remove a lot of collectors from the whole universe. They're just going to say, I'm done with authentics. They're going to buy only the gold series. And that's probably what I'm going to do. That's probably what I'm going to do. You're turning away a whole lot more people than you are bringing in. This one here, it's a great looking paint scheme, but I cannot get over the die-cast mold, guys. I look at the wheels. I look how clunky they are. I look around the A, B, and C pillars and just how just tacky it looks. I mean, I'm not perfect, but man, it's just like, when you look at the cars in the gold series, they can do a better job. And then you look at this and you're like, why? I get it, it's $5, but if the only way we can get quality back in the authentics line, just raise it up $1 or $2. Go for it. Everything else is gone up. Join the club, I guess. There's nothing you can do. I mean, people are going to be upset about it regardless, right? But that's just how the world is. That's just how economics work. Everything goes up, I don't like it, but that's just the truth. It's the horse pill everyone has to swallow, and I don't know. The Air Force car, the only good thing about this paint scheme I could see is that the whole paint scheme is like a dark green, and it kind of hides all the imperfections of the paint scheme and the decal wrap. And this one might just be the worst one. And I'm a Chase Elliott fan, but my goodness, this is the worst next-gen car I think I've ever seen. I mean, I can't even stand the paint scheme. You've probably seen the diecast review. If you haven't, feel free to check it out. I don't like the new Kelly Blue Book car. I'll be honest with you. The 2021, 2020, 2019 X, Y, and Z was so much better. This paint scheme looked bad off the rip. And then they put it on the PTC mold, and it looks like they took a yellow Sharpie and just went along the window lines. Oh my goodness, this thing, I wouldn't even donate something like this. Like, you got this beautiful paint scheme known as the Tootsie's Chevrolet Camaro for Daniel Suarez, which is kind of funny that this sponsor is even allowed in the authentics line, because it's like a bar or whatnot, which is just kind of funny. I don't know why. It's a great looking paint scheme. The colors on it, though, it's like, I feel like the pink and the purple are supposed to be more brighter, or I think the better word is like richer, maybe more have more opacity, something. It just feels faded. It's like when you take a photo and you like reduce the saturation. That's what it looks like. Like, I know what I saw on TV, and I know what I saw on the photos of this car. It's so much brighter than this. I cannot justify buying these cars for my own collection. Folks, that is it for my Wave 5 and Wave 6 review. Oh boy. Am I getting any of this? No, I'm not. I'm not. Do I recommend you getting it? Look, if you want to go get it, if you get up out of bed and you want these die-casts so badly and you're hyped for it, all power to you, guys. I respect that. I ain't getting it, though. I am not getting it. I'd rather go buy a test car or go buy a whatever and build my own. I mean, these paint schemes for like Wave 6 is just bad. Wave 5 has a really good selection. It could be a little better, but it's really good. It's just the botched decals that bug me. I feel like I'm just rambling at this point because the Authentics line right now is pretty much just dead to me. I used to be a huge fan of it, but if this is the direction they're going, I'm just going to save my money. When it comes to the Authentics cars, guys, I'm just going to save my money and just not get them. I'm just not going to. I mean, is it worth it? No, it's not. Like, I'm not one of those people that will buy it just because, oh, they just shoved it out in the Authentics wave. Like, I love the Ty Dillon game car. I mean, you know, I could just... Yep, you know? When I saw that car in the wave, I was like, for real? Like, they think that is a acceptable car? Like, I don't know. I know when I was a younger fan, I could tell which paint schemes I liked and which paint schemes I didn't. I might not have known all the diecast manufacturers, and I might not have known all the different, you know, what's the difference between an 04 Monte Carlo and an 06 Monte Carlo? I couldn't tell you if I studied for a week as a younger fan. But now I know the differences, but it's just like, as a kid, if I seen that car and I looked at like maybe a Gold Series Alex Bowman or William Byron or whatever, I'd have been like, something's not right here. What do y'all think, guys? Enough of me rambling about $5 toy cars or whatever. You know, I don't care if they are considered toy cars. I don't care if they're considered a collectible. I really don't care. You do you. Whatever makes you happy, go for it. Thank y'all again for watching. If you can, please give it a huge thumbs up. And I guess the message of the day is that the 164 Gold Series, they keep taking W's, man. I'm telling you. They are taking W's. We got Wave 3 had botched decals. Wave 4 was a absolute... Wave 4 should have just got lost at sea. Let's just be honest. Wave 5 got botched decals. And now Wave 6... It should have got lost at sea, too. But that's besides the point. That's all for now, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. We got some diecast hauls coming soon. I don't think there are a whole lot of diecast, but we'll check them out. We'll rip into them boxes, and we'll see what's in them. Thank y'all so much again. Have a absolute fantastic day out there, guys. Diecastbuffet. Signing off.